going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another live stream, and happy Monday, people. The start of the Premier League week. Arsenal back in action this weekend against Wolves. Apologies, I've been away for a few days, been on holiday with the family, and listen, man, I tell you something, in England, all we ever say, man, I wish it was hot, and then the heat turns up in England, and you're like, boy, I can't really deal with this humidity. It's crazy right now. Got the water on deck, the fans on over there. It's all mad. No AC in these yards, so it's crazy. But you know what? Something else getting me hot and bothered right now, people. And it ain't the 33 degrees that's going on outside. It ain't the humidity in England. We need to have a conversation. Because I'm getting back. Nice weekend away with the family. I've set up the stream, 4 o'clock, a little bit late. And then I'm getting messages as I'm in the car. Yo, you might need to change the title of your show. I said, why? What's going on? They said, when you get a chance, go and check what Fabrizio's tweeted. So I'm thinking, oh, maybe we've signed Marino. Maybe Nketiah's signed for Marseille. I'm calm. The weather's good. The AC's on. The music's playing. So I'm like, okay. Fabrizio, okay, this, that, okay. I said, boy, I feel very hot right now. I feel very hot. And we're going to talk about the reason why in a minute, people. I feel very hot, and it ain't the weather outside. I'm not even showing this water no more until they sponsor me. You know the thing, people, though, really. We all knew it. Did we ever actually believe that that story was over? Like, really? Did we believe it? I tried. I said, listen, it's happening. Bonjour. Au revoir. But did we really believe it? Was he really? Nah. Because we know what their fan base is like. We've seen what their fan base, Marseille, they beat you up. No messing around. They'll run on the pitch and fly kick you, people. You start playing around. So, yeah. A couple of days away. I said, no content. Let me relax. Just briefly check Twitter every half a day. Oh, Pedro Neto. Breaking news. Pedro Neto to Chelsea. Damn, fam. Pedro Neto, you know. We've been linked with him for time. Boyhood Arsenal fan. We need a right winger. 60 million. Get the deal done. But okay, it's Chelsea. They've got 500 players. We'll let him go there. His career will probably flop anyway. I'll let that go. Michael Elise. Boy, Vieira recommended him to Arsenal. French under-21 right winger. Blah, blah. Okay, maybe we'll get someone else. We'll let that one go. And then on the day I'm coming back, Edward. The deal for Edward collapses. Did we ever believe that deal was truly going to happen? No. Let me tell you the story behind this. Make sure you've got your drinks. Make sure you're comfortable. Make sure you're in a nice environment where you can just tap in and listen to what's happening. There's people telling me, calm down, he'll go to Bournemouth. They've just got 65 million for Solanke. He'll go to Bournemouth. But Bournemouth are in talks with Evan Nielsen, the Brazilian striker. Are they really going to go for Eddie to replace him? Probably not. Why? Because guess what? He's not as good as Arsenal think he is. Most of the Arsenal fan base know Eddie's an average player. He's an average player. Now, Arsenal got carried away with the market because what Arsenal were thinking was, oh, 27 million for an England international who plays for Arsenal who's 25 in this crazy market should be worth more money than that. He should be worth 40 million. But let me tell you something, people. The market dictates the price, not you. You sell your car for 30 grand, but the car's only worth 12 grand. You're probably only going to get 12 grand for it. So Arsenal might have been saying 50 million for Eddie, 40 million for Eddie because there's similar players in the market that have cost £40 million before. I said it, and a lot of you agreed, a lot of you said it, so big up. I said, Marseille offered 27 million for Eddie Nketiah. Get him to the airport before the contract is even emailed to you. Pack up the suitcase, pack up the hand luggage, get him in the Uber, get him straight to Heathrow, get him on that first class, get him over there, sign the paperwork before they change their mind. 27. When I seen 20... Listen, let me stop waffling. Big up everyone locked in. Hope you're well on this Monday. If you're in England, you're in an oven right now and we don't know how to deal with it. Anywhere else, you probably got AC, it's calm. But in England, we're burning right now. But this has got me a lot hotter than that, people. I'm telling you, this has got me hot. Let me tell you something, Edu. Because I've been very critical of the manager. You know this. I don't hide behind it, people. He gets his praise when he deserves it. He gets the criticism when he deserves it. But let's start looking at Edu. I've met Edu twice in America. 2 of the 3 years I've met Edu. I've had conversations with him. I've said, well done on the things you've done well. That's an invincible at Arsenal. So I don't want to be disrespectful to him. But let me tell you, Arsenal is more important to me than any player, any manager, any coach, any director. I don't give a damn. If you ain't doing your job properly, bro, we'll empty the clip on this channel. You know we don't play. Edu, you've done some good things. Odegaard, your Gabriels, your Declan Rice. Cool. How have you fumbled this bag, bro? Seven days ago, Craig David settings, Monday. Rejected 27 on Tuesday. Offered him on loan on Thursday. And on Friday and Saturday and Sunday, Marseille left on Sunday. You just know, don't you, that this guy somehow is going to be wearing that 14 shirt next season. I had high hopes. I said, listen, get it off his back and retire it. Lock it up in the cupboard. Don't ever bring it out again. Maybe you give it to Isak next year when you break the bank. I don't know. But get that 14 and you just know he's going to be wearing it again. Let me tell you what this also means. No new striker. Just have to inform you all of that, people, by the way. If Eddie doesn't go elsewhere... Listen, I'm trying to remain a little bit calm because in reality, maybe there's a club in England that will buy him. Who knows? But where we're at now, I can only deal with the facts. Unless they bring me the facts that Bournemouth have offered money or Palace come back in for him, I can only work with what I factually know and what we all factually know. We thought he was going to Marseille and he's not. He's now staying. 27 million. I can't believe we rejected 27 million euros. 23 million pounds. You get a 20% sell-on clause and you keep it moving. I said it before I even went to America on tour. I said they paid 30 million euros for Mason Greenwood. Now, we know off the pitch, Mason Greenwood, A1 scumbag. Facts. We heard the voice note. But on the pitch, Mason Greenwood's a baller. Facts. That guy is a techie baller. They paid 30 million euros for Mason Greenwood. Do you think they're going to pay more money for Eddie Nketiah? It just doesn't add up. The math ain't mathing. You were never going to get more for Eddie than they paid for Greenwood. He's a better player. He's younger. They said, right, 30 for Greenwood. We'll give you 27 for Eddie. And we said no. We turned it down. And now, guess what? A week later, we went to them. We went to them. You know when you go to the nightclub, you got your Louis t-shirt on and the Creed aftershave and everything. Yo, I'm fresh. And the 6 out of 10, she's eyeing you up and you go, yeah, not bad, but I didn't put my Louis t-shirt on for no 6 out of 10. I got high hopes. Do you know what I mean? I've come here, and then by the end of the night, you might be scrambling for the 6, and that's what... Fabrizio, as he tweeted again, people saying... Yeah, he's tweeted. It's the news we already knew, but let's just make it official. Let's just ruin the deal. I've only just come back from a holiday, people. Honestly, we're in the kebab shop at 4 a.m. She's got no shoes on. You've all seen them girls. Dirty feet. Oh, you don't want that. Trust me. You do not want that. You stay well away. Arsenal are in the kebab shop at 4 a.m. speaking to the girl with no shoes on. She's ordering a large kebab and spicy chili. Her breath stinks, her feet. And that's where Arsenal are at right now, people. We're in the kebab shop. Fabrizio. Here we go. Game over. Eli Wahi, who plays for Lens, to Marseille. Here we go. Deal in place, 25 million fixed fee plus 5 million in add-ons. Lens will have a 15% sell-on clause, 5-year deal. Wahi made efforts to accept Marseille's project presented by Longoria, Benatia and De Zerbi. And Nketiah deal off. Let's go full screen. Cheers, everyone. Happy Monday. He's never going to leave, this guy. I'm telling you now. That guy ain't leaving. This is Leonardo DiCaprio FC. I'm not leaving. That man said, yo, 27 for Eddie. Arsenal said, nah, we want more. They said, boy, Eddie, you know, you want more than 27 mil for Eddie? All right, cool. Let's have a look at the market. Wahi, ooh, Lens, younger, prospect on the up. 25 plus 5, yep. Yo, Eddie, everything lock off, bro. You stay there. You know the worst thing, by the way? And we're going to talk about this. Last night, Arsenal played. We're going to speak about the game. Eddie never came on. Why did Eddie not come on? Arsenal thought he was leaving. I'm calm, bro. People saying don't get stressed. You've seen me stress people. Shirts get ripped. Screens get shouted at. I'm calm right now. It's summertime, people. It's summertime. Enjoy yourself. Go out there and enjoy yourself. Don't get stressed about this. You're going to see a different Curtis Shaw this year. I can't guarantee no meltdowns. There might be the odd one. But you're going to see a different Curtis Shaw this year. Because sometimes you've got to say, why am I putting so much energy into this? It's not rocket science. This deal was very simple. 27 million plus a sell-on clause is a great deal for Arsenal Football Club. Great deal. And we fumbled it. Deal's off. Let's hope they've got another move somewhere else. Otherwise, get your 14 shirt. Big C, you can't even blame Eddie. Let me make one thing abundantly clear. Abundantly clear. I mean abundantly. This deal, no fault of Eddie's whatsoever. You know when Eddie signed that 5-year deal, 1,400 grand, I had no blame or there was nothing negative to say about Eddie. The way I think of him as a player is my opinion. I can't blame a guy for taking 100 grand a week, 14 shirt at Arsenal. We'd all take it. You give me the 14 shirt, now I'll run around. And you lot can all cuss me. I'll take it for 100 bags a week. Eddie, I always said the game is the game, bro. I'm not mad at you. Why did they offer you that stupid contract? Oh, we're protecting his value. Okay, you got his value and you rejected it. They better have a plan B. They better, I don't know where the plan B is, but they better have one. People saying sell him to Bournemouth. Bournemouth have made an offer for another striker. Evan Nielsen, Brazilian. They don't want Eddie. Why would they? You know, they got a lot of cash on the hip right now. So, yeah. As I said, people, no Eddie sale will ultimately mean no new striker at Arsenal. Because how can Mikel Arteta go to the Kroenkes and say, I want Gyökeres for £80 million? The first thing you are going to say as an owner is you're playing Havertz up front, 275 grand a week, 65 million. You've got Gabriel Jesus, 200 grand a week, 45 million. And you've got Eddie, number 14 shirt, 100 grand a week. So how can you buy? You can't buy a striker. One of those has to leave before you can buy a striker. So we're not buying a striker. So, listen, I'm not shouting, I'm not ranting, I'm not raving. They've got until the end of the window, which is in 3 weeks. I'm going to enjoy my August, the hot weather. But I'm telling you now, we go into next season with those 3 strikers, Havertz, Gabriel Jesus, and Eddie Nketiah. Pep, this will be a walk in the park for you, my friend. This could be one of Pep's easiest titles. It could be. We're a good team. We've watched us in pre-season. We're a very good team. We play very good football. But these things affect what happens on the pitch. If I'm Mikel Arteta today, I mean, I don't know how much influence Arteta has in rejecting that contract or that offer. But if Edu rejected that, if I'm Arteta today, I'm going mental. But maybe he rejected it. I don't know. Where does the blame actually lie? Did the manager reject it? Did Edu reject it? Is it those together? They've fumbled the bag. Fumbled it. 27 million, you fumbled it. 100 grand a week off the wage bill. 27 million in the kitty. Cheeky sell-on clause. 14 shirts back. Everyone's a winner. Eddie goes to a big football club to play football. How on earth have we got in this situation? Listen, maybe within a week he signs for Bournemouth, Palace, I don't know, someone else. But as we are today, on this day, we have fumbled the bag to Ross. Let me tell you that. Edu, we need answers, bro. How did this happen? Ridiculous. Marseille, who can blame them? They went and got a younger, better player for the same sort of price. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Anyway, hope everyone's well. It's the 12th of August. We've signed 1 player. Big up, Samuel. Great to meet you in LA, bro. Eddie's staying. Go and get your number 14 shirts, people. Go and get them. Come and have a look. £1 fish. Eddie's staying, people. Somehow, did I ever truly believe he was leaving? It just didn't feel like it, did it? But don't worry, guys. Don't worry. There's 2 things Arsenal can deliver. And there's no doubt they will always deliver these 2 things. One is PR. And one is a kit of some sort. So, instead of them making money, go and spend all of our money, eh? This is the new kit. You've seen it a million times. Saliba, mint green with this. What is that? Like purple? I don't know what it's meant to represent. Do you know the worst thing this morning? I got up, I looked online. I'm not buying this kit, but I looked online and I saw they had Patrick Vieira modelling it. Because Adidas have released loads of kit today. So they put Zidane in the Real Madrid kit. I think Rio Ferdinand was in the Man United kit. And they had Vieira in the Arsenal kit. Vieira had the Vicks on his chest. I said, rah! They're really promoting this. They knew what was coming up in the afternoon. I'm not going to lie. The Adidas video was like, yo, you got Vieira putting Vicks on his chest. This is crazy. 2 hours later, Eddie deals off. Oh, my. I feel sorry for everyone who went to the shop this morning. Merch, PR, Champions League winning levels, people. We don't mess around. Listen, I don't even want to talk about the kit. I'm emotional right now. This is like an early Drake album with bare love songs on it. You know, we're in Marvin's room right now. If you know about them old school tunes, you know. Well, this is pre-Kendrick annihilating Drake, you know what I mean? But, damn. How have we done this? Let me read your super chats. Apologies. You guys I'm going to go into your comments as well. MP said, big up C. Sorry for not being able to join Arsenal on the US tour. Been busy with my newborn anyway. Good to be back for the upcoming season. Big up, bro. And listen, you probably made the right decision. Spend the time with your newborn, man. You know what I mean? Arsenal will do something to to turn your day upside down. But big up to MP. Hope your newborn is well. And appreciate your super chat. SG, top gooners are getting mad at Edu for being a bum at his job when the negative fans have been telling you for a while Edu is a bum at his work. Edu, for me, has been borderline for a while. Because there's some... When he got Declan Rice off Man City, I was like, you got to give him his flowers for that. Gabriel's turned out brilliant. Odegaard's turned out brilliant. There have been some fantastic signings, but... You know, we're not going to forget Cedric on a 4-year deal on 75 grand a week. We're not going to forget Sambi Lokonga. We're not going to forget giving Aubameyang away for nothing, then Chelsea selling him 6 months later. We're not going to forget Fabio Vieira, who looks like a tax write-off at 35 million. And we're certainly not going to forget this if you do not sell him in this window. Because the majority of the Arsenal fans believe we need a striker, including me. And I believe we will not buy a striker if Eddie is not sold. So you've given us an excuse where if we'd have got Eddie out, that frees up wages, it frees up cash. Surely that would have created room to go and get someone. It's frustrating. Vegas Gunnar, this dude Edu terminates contracts like no other, but then turns down a decent offer for a second choice who hasn't scored since December. Third choice, bro. Third. Havertz, Jesus and Nketiah. You might even go Trossard false 9 and make him fourth. It's crazy. Oh, but he scored a hat-trick against Sheffield United. I mean, come on. They're one of the worst Premier League teams we've ever seen. I'm hot right now, and it ain't the weather. What's shocking is this is not even Championship teams are willing to... Listen, bro. As I always say, Eddie's 25. Arsenal are treating him like an 18-year-old prospect where we're scared to sell him in case he blows up somewhere else. He's 25 years of age. Like, he hasn't just come out the under-23s. He's 25. What do they think's going to happen with Eddie? I don't get it. He went on loan to Leeds. They cut the loan short and said, just take him back. We got Bamford. Sam said, for the first time, I spent a lot of money on merch. Last year, I felt the club was serious. Also deposited for a club-level ticket. I've been conned. Bro, I always say, and I say this all the time. Let's look at the bigger picture. When I tweet things sometimes, I don't even mind if there's a potential backlash. I don't need all the Arsenal fan base, especially on Twitter, to like me or like my opinion, or even agree with my opinion. They don't have to. I'm aware of that. The one thing every Arsenal fan should have in common, whether you're the most positive, the most negative, somewhere in between, we all want the best for the club. You're an Arsenal fan, you want the club to be successful. Stop accepting mediocrity at this club from top to bottom. And when it doesn't happen, that they're showing ambition, we should put pressure on this football club. We've had 2 title races in a row with Man City. Last year we spent over 200 million. You said, okay, they're serious. This year we've signed 1 player and it's the 12th of August. People go, oh, but Man City have only signed 1 player, Savio. They're the best team in England. They're one of the best teams we've ever seen. Man City could sign no one and win the title. We can't sign no one and win the title. We can't sign 1 player and win the title in Calafiori. We need at least 2 more players. That needs to be a centre midfielder and a striker and potentially even a right winger. If we don't do that, we ain't winning the league. So the onus is on us to catch them. When Usain Bolt's winning the gold, do you know what I mean? He's winning. The onus is on Asafa Powell, on Justin Gatlin and all them, man, to catch him. So we got to look at ourselves. I feel for the fans. I do. I've bought merch. You get excited, you see the team playing well, the merch looks good, you're going on holiday, it's 30 degrees, you want to wear your new kit, and then foolishness like this happens. Edu said, be excited, they better do something. It's got 3 weeks, bro, to sort out the mess. D-Rush, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Eddie FC, this is Hooker Duck FC. You're at the fair, you've spent £5 and you've won a £1 toy. Make it make sense, people. T-Dot said the manager did not want to sell Eddie. He probably did not want a new striker. I'm losing interest in this club quickly. Do you know why? And some people will say this is an overreaction. We're a really good team, blah, blah, blah. You have to believe as a fan that you're starting the season and you can achieve your objective. Whether that's a relegation battling club believes they've got a good enough team to stay up, a mid-table team might think they can nick Conference League. I am unable to look at this Arsenal team right now and say confidently we are going to win the league. I'm seeing people out there saying we're going to win the league this year. And my question is, how? How are we going to win the league? What have we done during this summer to make you believe we are a better team than Manchester City? We are not. Calafiori doesn't make us better than Manchester City. Our attack is not good enough. We need more. We need to spend 100 million. We need a striker. We need a centre midfielder. So I love the positivity and believing in your side. Manchester City are the best team in England. They have the best manager. They have the best striker. De Bruyne on form is still the best midfielder. Rodri is arguably the best. They are the best team. We have not done enough to bridge the gap. It's nothing but hopium if you believe this Arsenal team wins the league. We need more. We need more. Big up T-Dot. Samuel, big up, becoming a new member. Member stream this week before we kick off the season. Probably do it on Friday. I'm sure you'll have a lot to say. Fitz, here he goes. The worst thing to ever happen to Arsenal in the entire history is the day the Kroenkes bought our club. They are clueless and know nothing about football. They hired Arteta and Edu. We knew he was going to kick off the door with a shotgun. I've said it before and I've said it again, and I hope I'm proven wrong, but I don't believe I will be. This ownership, top four is their pinnacle. Because top four ticks all of their checks. They get all the profit. If we win the league, the majority of that squad will have title-winning bonuses. Contracts have to go up. Bonuses have to be paid. Expectation becomes higher because as a fan base, if we win the league, we will want multiple leagues. We will want to win the Champions League. We will demand more. This football club is very comfortable finishing second, being in a title race, not quite winning it. That is their comfort zone. That's where they're at, people. That is where they're at. Aren't the Denver Nuggets just about to sign Russell Westbrook? In my NBA fans in the chat, I'm sure they're about to get Westbrook. Imagine how big his wages are. Let's have a look. $6.8 million a season for Russell Westbrook. In fact, I think they've signed him already. I know basketball is different and people are saying, wage. But I'm saying Westbrook's in. Jokic is there. Jamal Murray's there. They're really demanding, they want to win the NBA title next season. Owen said, not true. Every owner wants success because that brings money and fans. Let me tell you something, Owen. I disagree with your comment. I respect it. Because every owner wants to win, but is every owner willing to do what it takes to win? That is the difference. Every owner wants to win, but are you prepared to do what it takes? Arsenal need money. They need a striker. They need a centre midfielder. Fair enough. Russ took a minimum contract. But I agree with Fitz. The Kroenkes, they've weighed down heavy on this football club for too long. Few good windows, put us back in the mix. Now we're primed. We're ready. We're actually starting the season. I can comfortably say in my head, we're the second best team in the Premier League right now. But that striker, that centre mid, where is it? Why have they not turned up? Why have we not sold enough players in this window? Why is Reece Nelson still at Arsenal? Why is Eddie Nketiah still at Arsenal? What's happening with Kivior? What's happening with Ramsdale? Where's Marino? What's taking that deal so long? Why are we not even being linked with a striker? Tottenham bought Solanke. I don't think Solanke's worth 65 million. I didn't want him, but why? People told me the market will speed up after the Euros. Our market, we've stalled the car. We can't move. What's going on? Pep would have sold Nketiah for 10 million. You just get rid of him. At this point, you get rid of him. 27 million was the jackpot. Came through the youth system. Get rid of the guy. Get the 100 grand off the wage bill. Put a sell-on clause. And keep it moving, MP. Sam C, 1 week till the Prem starts. We should We've signed one outfield player. The Cronkays finally have what they want. Champions League football. We're now back to the cheapskate days. This is a disgrace. And this is what I keep saying. A lot of people have said, you know, the window, there's 2-3 weeks left. Yeah, but the league starts this Saturday. I'm more interested in the first game of the season than the transfer window closing, because that might affect our results. It's crazy. It's crazy. I said a long time ago, I hope I'm wrong, I said I don't see the Cronkays ever winning the Premier League at Arsenal or the Champions League. They'll compete, they might nick FA Cups, but I don't see them winning titles because of decisions like this. Because ultimately, Edu doesn't have the power to reject that Nketiah contract without the say-so of the ownership. So they must have said, okay, Edu, we believe you, you can get more. Because I believe Edu said I can get more money than 27 million for Eddie. So, SG, unfortunately, the biggest fan base of promoting the clubs we are never going to get another league under this regime. Congrats. Bro, do you know what? I'm not even here to call out individuals. There's a collective issue at this football club. Not with everyone, with some people. People have influence online. The club look, they watch channels, they watch YouTube channels, they're watching big social media accounts. When people lap it up, they will continue to feed it to us, people. Crumbs off the plate is what we're being fed, unfortunately. That's what we're being fed. We need a striker. Why aren't we buying a striker? Don't worry, boys. We'll get by with Havertz and Jesus. Eddie, we'll keep Eddie. The club should be in meltdown online today. You go online today, you tell me if the big accounts are in meltdown about Eddie. We should be going crazy. Don't you dare keep Eddie at this football club. Get rid of him. Get that 100 grand a week off the wage bill. We're a sustainable model, unlike City. Oh, yeah, that old chestnut. Stands worth $15 billion. $15 billion. His wife's worth about $20 billion. She owns Walmart. But we're penny pinching. AJ, same-ish every season. Bro, white glove, check only window flashbacks. Remember that? Peter check only. How did that work out? Kyle said, everyone is sleeping on us being a young team. Another year older, this team is gaining experience. Don't worry, mate. Give it a year, Real Madrid will turn up. Start looking. They'll be lurking in Saliba's shadow. All that young talk, to be honest, that went over my head 2 years ago. This team ain't that young. Saka's been to multiple tournaments with England. I ain't giving them the young excuse anymore. This ain't a kindergarten, people. Bo, my blood is boiling. This fraud will stay. Get your 14 shirts, people. Christian, I'm not buying any merch till I see the league or Champions League. You won't buy one for a long time. Facts, Joseph. Fitz, I salute you. Says Dr. Byron. Big up Eros with the super chat. MP. Honest opinion, see if we get a striker. Won't affect the way we play by feeding balls for the striker. Won't have to affect individual play. At the end, anyone in the squad can score apart from Nketiah. I mean, it's only one opportunity, but did you see that chance Martinelli played to Havertz yesterday? It wasn't even that he missed. He dragged it wide, but it was the lack of conviction in the shot. He's not a striker. He's going to miss those chances. Gavin said, protest Wenger out, happy with one FA Cup. Listen, top four, they wanted Wenger out. Top four with Arteta, we're accepting everything. Now, he is on the upward trajectory, so I get that, where Wenger was kind of just stale. But the club have to back him. Does he even want a striker? We don't know. TNM, don't get it. We are willing to let Ozil, Aubameyang, Lacazette walk for free, but we demand more for Eddie. What the hell is going on up there? They love Eddie for some crazy reason I will never understand. Nico, I don't want to keep hearing about us being the youngest. We have players that are going to get picked off. That young thing has to stop. We have to stop with that. Don't give the club the excuse, oh, they're young. No. Odegaard, Saka, you man have played enough football. You've been to major tournaments. You've played Champions League. I'm not giving them the young excuse anymore. Big up Nico. Cope said shambolic business. 14 off the bench for 100k. Third choice striker. Not even second. Got no minutes yesterday because the club probably thought the deal was done. But he's going to stay, people. He's going to stay. I mean, I've spent, 34 minutes talking about this guy. I said it at the start of the window. A lot of people said, yo, you're fanboying Ivan Toney. I said, look, do you know what? I'm not fanboying Ivan Toney. I don't think he's a world-class striker. I said, I don't have the belief that this club will spend 100 million on Osimhen. I don't believe they will spend 85 million on Gyökeres, who's had one season in Portugal. I think they will view that as a risk. So the most sensible offer for Arsenal to do is get a Premier League proven £50 million striker that I've got no doubt will come into Arsenal and score 20 league goals if he stays fit. I want Isak. I want somebody that I believe can go to a world-class level. But we're going nowhere near Isak. We're going nowhere near £100 million. Get Toney, 50 million, keep him for a couple of years as your main striker, and in a year or two, go for an Isak, go for somebody who can be absolute world class. That's the reason I always said, get me Ivan Toney. Not because I think he's the best. It's the most realistic that I believe can work at a price that works for Arsenal. But they won't buy Ivan Toney. You know why? Because he's got a little ego, a little attitude about him. He's a ghetto youth. And they don't want that at Arsenal. They want good, well-behaved, nice boys. But you need a little ego sometimes. Anelka had ego. Henry had ego. Aubameyang had ego. Van Persie had ego. You got to manage that sometimes. Wayne Rooney had ego. Sometimes they're the guys that get you over the finish line. But, we had a meeting with him. We didn't like his attitude. Well, what did he do in that meeting that put you off him? What was he doing? What made you so annoyed with his attitude? Look at the way he's sitting and that diamond chain he's wearing. And he thinks he's... no, we can't sign him. 0 sell-on value. Masterson, for me... And again, I don't own the company. I don't understand why, as fans, we're so bothered about that. We're about to sign Mikel Merino, by the way. 28 years of age. Any sell-on value? Is he proven in the Premier League? I don't hear any Arsenal fan complaining that we're going for Mikel Merino. 28. Where's his sell-on value? Why are we bothered about sell-on value? They didn't care about Aubameyang's sell-on value. They gave him away. Ozil, Lacazette, Socrates. We gave all of them away. Bring him into the club, score 20 goals, get us over the finish line for a title. I don't give a damn about your sell-on value. 2 years in the first team, third year become a squad player. Who cares? You're going to make a lot of money if you ever have to sell Martinelli, if you ever have to sell Saka, if you ever have to sell Saliba, Odegaard. You're going to make a fortune. It balances it out. And guess what? Deals like Nketiah at 27 million, they balance the books as well. So that's why for me, but... is what it is. Why was me, said Curtis. I'm at work right now. I was listening to you and 2 tourists from the UK. It seems recognise your voice, and I'm from Croatia. Hey, big up. Bop, 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 bop. We're worldwide, people. Mr. Worldwide. Pitbull settings, people. Doctor said it's all central to the owners. Hide novice inept fools. Edu Arteta, Garlic Lewis brought out online journos, YouTube channels, peddling false, distorted narratives, and recycle mediocrity. Do you know the one thing I say with these accounts, and they annoy me? They annoy me. Do you know why they annoy me? Not all of them, but some of them. Why do you never see both sides of the thought process? When you're in a relationship, some days you get on great with her, you love her so much you want to marry her. The next day you want to get that 1-bedroom apartment and go Ibiza on holiday. It's the reality, but you stay there, you work your way through it. With Arsenal fans, they just act like online every day, we're the best team ever, we've got the best players ever, we got the best manager ever. Anything goes wrong, they ignore it. Like, I don't get it. Why as an Arsenal fan can you not be annoyed today that we've fumbled the Eddie move? Why can't we be annoyed? It's almost as if they're afraid to be critical of the football club. I don't get that. I don't understand that. Be constructive with your criticism. I'm not saying you've got to go on there swearing and going mad. But you can sit there and say, yo, man, Edu, what's going on, brother? 27 million for Eddie and you messed it up. Where are we going? But you go online today, you're going to type in certain names and they will all be saying the same thing. Why? I don't get that. Are you being paid? Are you afraid to be critical? I told you, people, I will always speak the truth on it. I will always speak my truth about the football club. Not everybody agrees with it. If they block me in the club, they'll block me in the club. But we still sat in the press conference in America. We still met the players. We still met the coaches. We still met the ownership. And you know I've been saying a whole heap of madness on this channel. Speak your truth, people. Speak your truth. But it is what it is. Eze and Marino still need a striker. Well, I wish we had those two in. Where is Marino? Big up MP. Jerome, big up C-Unit and Community. Be excited, shaking my damn head. This club, Jerome, bro. Vegas Gunner. Edu got played by Sesko, who used us to get a bigger deal and stayed. Now got played by Marseille, who used him to get Lons to quick sale Wahi. Well, yeah, you're right. Sesko was the early season deal who was going to get done, and that flopped. And I told you why Sesko was not going to join Arsenal. Because in negotiations, his agent would have said, is he going to play? And they would have gone, no, Havertz is first choice. And he's going to go, well, I'm 21 years of age. I need first team football. Leipzig have offered me double my wage. I'm going to stay here. And they went, oh, okay, we've missed out on our main striker target. And then we're back to square one. And then now with Eddie, I don't even think Marseille played us. Marseille made us a great offer. We were stupid. And they went and looked elsewhere and got something better. You can't blame Marseille. Marseille have actually signed a better, younger player. So fair play to them. We fumbled the bag. But you're spot on with the Sesko thing. We completely fumbled that. I mean, it's very risky to have a multi-billion-pound business and have Edu in an extremely important role. A lot of Liverpool's success is down to Michael Edwards. We all focus on Klopp, obviously, but Edwards created those foundations for Klopp to go and build on with those deals, the Salahs, the Manes, you know, you need multiple people to be successful. You look at Man City, it's not just Pep. They've got people in positions of power doing their job properly. Edu, Arteta, Garlic, a lot of these guys are inexperienced in their job role. And you have to wonder here, and I'm actually defending Mikel Arteta here, right? You have to wonder if at times, is Edu actually letting Arteta down? I'm posing that as a question because he needs Edu to negotiate deals for him and contracts and signings. Maybe Arteta would actually benefit from having a Michael Edwards-esque director of football. I don't know. I'm not here to just blame Arteta. We've got to look at that whole system and go, what is actually going on with player sales? Why are we not able to sell players? And why are we not getting deals done? Why are we sitting here? We kick off our season on Saturday and we've still got players here that we want to sell. And we still haven't addressed 2 or 3 big gaps in our squad. You should have asked him. Well, he isn't going to answer that question, is he? He's not going to throw Edu under the bus in a press conference, unfortunately. And like I said, you get briefed sometimes on the questions you want to ask. So you literally can't go in there and let the clip off. If you let the clip off, you're never getting back in that press conference. That's the problem. I tell you that straight up. I could go in there and ask a crazy question. That's the last press conference ever. And he isn't going to answer it. When you saw that last year when I said Mbappe, no, I can't talk about other players. Job done. Those press conferences are quite difficult. You've got to be quite political with the question. Troy said Edu should be sacked. Edu didn't make him play Havertz in midfield. Yeah. There's a culture, there is a philosophy. Rather buy what you see than something you can't Sam said, see, we couldn't hack Porto away and the worst buying ever. Till we draw Dortmund, Juventus, etc., we're in for a rude awakening. Like I said, with the Champions League this year, it's different. You can get 2 top-level teams in your group. Are y'all still begging for Ivan Tonali? Well, my question to you, OGD, is he a better striker than the one that Arsenal are currently playing? My answer would be yes. Apparently Fabrizio has just dropped a here we go. For the guy that Marseille are now buying. Let's have a look. The dream is over. Wow. João Felix to Chelsea. I haven't even seen that. I thought this was like some old retweet from when he signed before. 50 million euros, João Felix. I actually have not seen that. I can't believe that. Wow. Loan with an obligation to buy 50 million euros. That's crazy. Marseille have informed Arsenal Eddie Nketiah can be considered 100% collapsed. Marseille didn't accept the 30 million euro package after having bids rejected despite the green light from the player. Deal off. Absolutely unbelievable. Yeah, and he has given the here we go for Eli Wahi. So they offered multiple offers for Eddie. I think the first one was 20 million euros. The second one was 27. Fumbled the bag. Sam, see, we could... Oh, no, I read that one. I did read that one. The other stories that I've actually got ready just seem irrelevant. I almost don't even want to talk about them because... Let's bring it on screen. I'm almost just sitting here like... So, what's this guy's name again? Pete O'Rourke. Football Insider. It's not a great source. Arsenal are plotting a shock move to sign Bayern Munich winner Kingsley Coman on a season-long loan. Yeah, I believe it when I see it. Get it off the screen. I'm disgusted, people. You know when you did something bad as a kid and your mum said, I'm not angry, I'm disappointed. You was really in trouble when that happened. You know when she didn't shout at you? Woo! She give you that sad face and you know you've truly let her down. You just walk to your room in disgust. You said, damn, I've really done something wrong here. I'll tell you a story. When I was a kid, I was in high school. My mum bought me a phone. I can't remember what phone. It might have been a Sony Ericsson Walkman phone. Back in the day when you could plug in the speakers. Went to school. Played football at lunchtime. Came back in. End of the school day. Tapped my pockets. Wow. Lost my phone. Rang the phone. Phone's off. I was only year 7. First year in high school. Phone's gone, been locked off. I'm in all sorts of trouble here. Mum, you know, she saved up her money, bought me the phone. One of them year 11s was living the high life with that phone. I said, I'm in big trouble here. Big trouble. How am I going to get through this? You know what I did on the way home? I go into a phone shop and I took one of the dummy phones off the shelf. Took it out of the shop. I'm sure I can't be arrested for this. It was too long ago. Allegedly, by the way. Allegedly. If they ask me, it never truly happened. But allegedly. So I take the dummy off the shelf. Thought, you know what? It'll buy me some time. If Mum sees it in my hand, at least it looks like I've got the phone. Problem is, after about 2 days, you know, trying to call me, how come your phone's always off? Ah, oh, it's not charged. Eventually, she looks at the phone. How come the screen's not moving? Oh, yeah, it's a dummy. Let me get it on the screen. Allegedly, by the way, allegedly. I don't know if this actually happened or not. It allegedly happened. I think it was this one. Sony Ericsson Walkman phone. I no longer needed the CD Walkman in my backpack. I used to go on LimeWire, download like my best 15 songs. Takes so long to download. My internet dial-up was so slow. We all remember that struggle. Dun, 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 dun. Anyone remember those sounds when your internet was dialing in? I think we was on Ask Jeeves back then, or Yahoo. It wasn't even Google. I'm downloading on LimeWire. One song takes about 10 minutes. I got my best 15 songs. On the CD, I probably write Curtis Summer 2012 or whatever. CD Walkman. But now I could have it all in my phone. I've only had my phone 3 weeks. I've played football, whipping in free kicks in my Wallabies. I've gone to double science in the afternoon after school. I've checked my pockets, phone gone. I said, I can't go in and tell Mum I've lost my birthday present. I'm in all sorts of trouble. So allegedly, the dummy goes, I go home, 2 or 3 days. It bought me some time. But obviously, I couldn't get the money together to get a new phone. She realised it was a dummy. I'm in all sorts of trouble. I'm in all sorts of trouble. But we live and learn, people. We live and learn. It bought me 2 days. I was nervous. It bought me 2 days. Insure your phone, people. Make sure it's insured. Nowadays, you can track your phone anyway. Allegedly, if anyone's watching this of any position of authority, I'm only telling this story for the purpose of the show. Do not turn up at my door. Don't ring me. Don't email me. It was only allegedly, people. So, Edu, we're giving you 2 days. Yeah. Edu, you got 48 hours. 48 hours, like the old Eddie Murphy film. Eddie Murphy and Nick Nolte, I believe. 48 hours. You better fix this deal, bro. If I don't see Here We Go, Eddie to Bournemouth, Eddie to West Ham. In fact, they've signed Fulkrug. Eddie to Crystal Palace, Eddie to Wolves, Eddie to someone. If I don't see that, the energy's going to shift. The energy will shift. Yeah, maybe Arteta's pickpockets nicked it out of my phone. Out of my pocket. Maybe Arteta nicked it. I was going to actually delve into this Kingsley Coman story, but I'm in too emotional of a state right now. This is like old school R&B, you know, the proper R&B, Jagged Edge, Ray J in the Rain, you know. This is real emotion because I was excited for Eddie leaving the football club. Dennis said, towards the new kit, you won't make it to Jam without it. Bro, I told you, Dennis, we're in recession right now. I ain't ripping no kits. I ain't smashing no laptop. I'm going to try and stay a lot more calm than usual. This club, I told you, this is the Truman Show right now. Someone's popping out of a camera at some stage. I was going to get excited about this Kingsley Coman thing because it would be a good deal on loan, but no. Till I see a bigger source talking about it, I'm staying away from it. MP Talksport is missing out on your analogies. You know the problem? I just don't know if I could... I don't know if they'd even allow me to say all that on public radio. This is the platform, people. We're on YouTube. Speak your truth. Speak your truth. Imagine Eddie started Champions League. It will happen. I said it. I said when we got in the Champions League, we will end up in the Bernabeu with Eddie Nketiah leading the line. And it will happen. It will happen. It will happen. He will be here this season. We'll run into a giant and he will play. You've got 48 hours, Edu, to fix this. 48 hours. Ash said, Fabrizio tweeted this morning, Kingsley being linked with Barcelona. There you go then. Lock that off as well. Lock that off. I've got no stories left. I was going to talk about last night's game, but who cares? Oh, we won the Emirates Cup. No, why is there fireworks going off? What, have you ever seen this? I just typed in Emirates Cup. Look at this. Oh, no, it's stopped. Let's refresh it. What? The fireworks. All I see is fireworks. That was a big song back. Oh, we're Emirates Cup champions. There's fireworks going off. Where's the stats for this game? Oh, I'm all over the place here. Let's go back. All right, here we go. Fireworks going off. We're the champions of our own trophy. And we played an absolute mid-table French team. All right, let's have a look. 16 shots, 6 on target. I mean, yeah, 2 headers, 2 set pieces. Game was mid. First half was decent. Second half was a snore fest. I was watching it I turned it off. Yeah, preseason games don't mean much, do they? Drake Fireworks. That was a big tune back in the day. Emirates Cup champions, you'll never sing that. You'll never sing that. You'll never sing that. People, I'm going to end the stream. MP said, glad this stream is all about Eddie. You can't get off the hook that easy. I had multiple stories, and I'm just... It's done me. It's absolutely done me. You got 2 days, Edu. 2 days, or we're doing a stream about Edu. I told you. We won't let him off. We will not let him off. Let me read a few of your comments before we get out of here. He better fix this. Big up my bro Akeem. I'd release Eddie. That's how badly he needs to go. I mean, they high-fived each other. Well done, Richard Garlick. Well done, Edu. Let's high-five. We've done it, guys. We've done it. Hey, good news. We've done it. Oh, what have you done? We've given away our best striker for nothing. We gave Aubameyang away and celebrated. I would have no problem if they terminated his contract. Just get him out. Get that 100 grand a week back. Brian said they say they are trying to sell Eddie for a decent fee to afford a new tackle. Do you buy that? I say take what you can and move on. Yeah, 100%. If something is not of high value, you take what you can get. You know, sometimes you just got to sell something. You know when you say £100 or nearest offer, you want the £100, but if someone turns up with 70, you just get rid of it. It's been in your wardrobe for ages. It's dusty. You're never going to wear it again. It was a nice shirt back then. You take the £70. These lot are trying to get the full price for it. They're taking it back to the shop, asking for their money back. You've had it more than 28 days. It ain't going to work. Your receipt's no value no more. Edu. Give me Edu's job. I'll sort this club out, people. People, I'm out of here. And enjoy the last of the hot weather. I'll be back tomorrow at 2 p.m. What day is it tomorrow? Tuesday. 2 p.m. tomorrow. We'll be back normal time. Come on, last minute. You're in green. The green screen's going to go mad on your T-shirt. See it? No. Big up. You got... Come on, get in here. Get in here. You got your top on, haven't you? Eddie Nketiah's staying. What do you reckon?
Staying.
Good or bad? Eddie Nketiah.
Bad.
It's very bad, isn't it?
Yeah.
The Eddie rant was brought to you by SofaScore. Hey, Beresford, you know what? This stream's sponsored by SofaScore, and I haven't promoted it once, but the link is in the description. People, big up for tuning in, and I will see you at 2 p.m. tomorrow. But Eddie's staying.